in rows on a death match.
A fight? Against a guy that big? You'll be killed.
You must be nuts. You better be careful. I'm not a fair fighter, you know. And you can clearly see that I'm much stronger than you are. Yet you're the one who picked a fight with me. There's no way your head's on straight.
Not in the least.
So you think you're stronger than me? How about you shut your mouth and show me what you're made of, you giant oaf?
What are you doing? He's going to kill you!
All right, that's it. You've gone too far!
His form, it's like Neo, the guardians of Buddhist temples. And in fact, upon the man's back rested a Buddhist guardian.
What kind of body is that? Is he the Terminator? You can't win against this monster.
As expected, he's used to fighting.
He's so fast, and with a body that enormous, he can't be human!
A distraction. His true intent.
He was able to kick down a concrete wall!
I knew it. Steel-lined boots. I sure don't want to take a hit from those.
He doesn't stand a chance! It always goes the same way in fantasy stories. The small, slender guy comes along and wipes the floor with giants. But this is the real world! There's no such thing as fantasy!
Hey, are you gonna keep running away? You wanted this fight in the first place. So come at me already!
Fine then, here I come.
He's good.
Are you finally getting it? Do you see who the challenger is now? Yeah, that's right. I'll turn the force of your lunge right back at you. So, how was your trip to Snap City?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I think you got it all wrong. Because you are already finished!
It's not personal. It's only business. I just need you to spend some time in the hospital.
Ohma, be careful! Ivan has a strong high kick! It's known as the Reaper Sickle!
You're leaving yourself to...
He was able to withstand Ohma's blow!
Yes, when Ohma went for that first strike, Lijito threw off the blow's contact timing, thereby reducing the damage it would inflict.
Right. And on top of that, his strikes are unique, not bound by a particular form. He's naturally gifted in terms of both offense and defense. Lijito is certainly a high-level striker. But...
All right!
in a regular battle of fists, Lijito doesn't have a 1 in 10,000 chance of victory. But this isn't a regular battle.
He's strong. His senses are honed, but I've beaten countless opponents that are at his level.
Don't stop, you've got this, Ohma! He can't stand much more!
This will be the end of it.
Where did that blood come from? It sprayed out of him like he got sliced with a blade.
There it is. Now we should see a bit more of a show. Or perhaps...
The shape of this wound. You scraped off part of my flesh? With your fingertips?
Grip strength can be divided into three main categories. One is the power of the squeeze, the crushing strength. The second is the power to retain, the holding strength. And the last is the power of the fingertips, the pinching strength. Lihito's pinch strength far surpasses that of any normal person. To Lihito, climbing a sheer rock wall with just his own body is like taking a stroll in the park. Truly superhuman. So what would happen if he used that superhuman strength to attack? The spot that Lihito's fingertips touch become the person's weak point. Whether it's flesh or bone, everything will be shaved away. The taste of its cut is identical to that of a razor blade, which is why Lihito's special ability is called Razor's Edge!
This is where it gets real! Lihito! Tear him up like I know you can!
The crowd's reaction. This isn't the first time he's shown this ability. That old man kept this from me on purpose.
You don't have the leeway to be looking around. Here's my thanks for playing along so far. I'm gonna tear you to shreds.
I get it now. That wasn't a blade before, but Lihito's ability. I have no clue how it works, but he has the ability to cut through human flesh. What are you going to do, Ohma? Do you have a plan for defeating a razor blade? He's losing too much blood. He won't hold out much longer.
Don't get caught!
What? What's he doing?
Isn't this his chance?
That's some kick you've got there. If I hadn't grabbed it with my right hand when it hit me, I would have been done for. But now the one who's done is you!
No way! The moment he took the kick! This guy's crazy! He's like a weaponized animal! He has no openings to exploit!
Lihito doesn't know the meaning of blind spot. He's got offense, defense, and even shaving covered. Give up already! I'll be torn to ribbons!
I aimed for the tendon, but I was off by a hair. Don't give up now, human.
Huh? Human? So that would make you,
That's right. I am not a human. I was only 11 years old when I realized I was able to tear a coin in half. It wasn't like I trained for it either. I just tried it and it worked. In other words, my pinch strength was a godlike talent gifted to me at birth. Do you get it now? Do you understand that from square one, my domain was already far superior from that of the rest? I'll admit, you've done pretty well, human, against an opponent that's left humanity behind. So, as a reward, I'm gonna tell you my real name. It's Ichiro. Ichiro Nakata.
That's not a bad name. So why did that become Lihito?
Heroes in anime and movies don't use their real names, do they? Which is why I, the superhuman, chose to go by my hero name. I surpassed the reasoning of man, so I'm Lihito. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
You really like to ramble on.
Huh?
A true hero is a man of few words.
Huh?
Superhuman. Maybe you should open your eyes. A human that could surpass limits like you wouldn't be so damn naive.
That's some confidence you got. And from a guy who can't even lift a finger against my razor's edge.
I found a countermeasure. Huh? I was watching to see if maybe you had another trick up your sleeve, but sadly you just let me down.
Hey, you need to get the hell out of my personal space.
Lihito! Deal the finishing blow already!
You don't need to tell me again. You're mate!
There.
not!
You're not injured?
Lehito's pinch strength is no doubt impressive. But in order to cut with that tiny movement, finger strength as well as the distance needed to accelerate is required. Meaning, if you remove the distance like Ohma has, even tofu becomes uncuttable.
So, what will you do now, human? Ichiro Nagata?
Even if you manage to restrain his razor's edge, Lehito is tears above you in terms of strength!
Easy.
The Kengan employees. Over time, they have observed many death matches between competitors from a close proximity, making them veteran onlookers. Those employees are now bewildered by the spectacle of Lehito, who was just launching his attack, being struck by Ohma. The only ones who realized what had happened, other than Lehito himself, were a very select few of the spectators. Ohma recognized that Lehito was about to go on the attack, and with only a few grams of weight, shifted his opponent's power by a few millijoules. The result? The flow of power was disturbed and went out of control.
Ohma Tokita. This bastard was able to take control of the flow of power perfectly. That's no human ability.
Lehito! You're a disgrace! Stand up!
That's asking a bit much. You're finished now.
It's over! The winner! Ohma Tokita!
True warrior that you have fought in these Kengan matches.
Fighters, in position! Okay, at the ready! And fight!
Now
You like to talk a lot, huh, warrior? A lot of openings.
sorry. Talking is pretty much an occupational hazard. Nice reaction.
An arm whip? This guy's pretty good. Ohma's blows aren't even a bother. He's even more resilient than Lehito.
That's right. Keep it up.
What an unusual kick! To be able to send a giant like Ohma flying so easily! This is a pro wrestler! This is Jun Sekibayashi!
Go ahead. Use your options to the fullest.
Options?
You ready?
That's right. You all have options. You kind of fighters have the option to run away. You can take it, you can dodge, or you can even hide. You can do whatever it takes to protect yourselves. On the other hand, us wrestlers have only duties. Whether it's a bludgeon, a blade, or a bomb. Pro wrestlers have the duty of facing it head-on and dealing with it. Those are your options, and my duties. Now, exercise your options all you want, you peasant.
He's looking down on us. He basically just said everyone other than pro wrestlers are useless.
Huh? Ah, is close quarters your cup of tea? Hey, what the hell are you trying to do?
Isn't that running away? From pain. You didn't fulfill your duty.
With that, you think you've scored a point?
Yes, there it is! Ohma's... he's controlled the full power move!
now! Finish him off!
Huh?
Well, I've let you have your fun. You should know one thing. Pro wrestlers are very skilled actors.
Ohma, watch out!
I've never heard that sound before. That was the sound of flesh being slammed into concrete.
Tokita, you hear me? Can you continue?
Hey, on your feet! Come on! Let's go!
He's going to finish him!
One more time!
No, Ohma! Wait, is he unconscious?
Come on now, I can't hear you!
That's the way, Sekibashi! Get him! Hey, kid, you should be tapping out about now. You can't win. Better give up before you get killed.
Take it back! What you just said. Take it back!
Huh? And who the hell are you?
Ohma cannot lose this! Even if his opponent is that Sekibayashi, he definitely won't lose!
You really believe that? How could someone win from that position? Sorry to break it to you, but his chances are less than zero.
You don't understand! The man called Ohma Tokita isn't the kind of person who would meet his end here! No matter what kind of monster he faces, he will win in the end! That's just who he is!
Sorry to interrupt your speech, but isn't your friend in a bit of trouble?
Huh? Time to end this! What do you say?
No! Sekibayashi's killer move! The Argentine backbreaker! This can't be! Ohma, please get up! You can't meet your end in a place like this! Fight back!
Right him!
When was the last time I came here? I'll borrow it for the first time in a while.
Huh? What is that sound? What's going on here?
What did you do?
His fingers!
What did I do? What I did was I took out a small loan.
He's pushing him back.
He's pushing back Sekibayashi, who's over 100 pounds heavier.
What the same power this guy has?
No. That fighting style is... It's not the usual Ohma! What's going on?
This bastard just made things very interesting. I could be in trouble, all things considered. But this is the best. Because the further I'm pushed into a corner, the more exciting it is when I turn things around.
He countered using a chop with a broken hand.
So you won't quit.
Unbelievable! Tokita keeps on swinging! Get it! If Sekibayashi takes it!
It's a battle of patience!
Hey, look! He's advancing!
While taking a massive amount of blows? Sekibayashi isn't done yet!
Whoa! He repelled him with a kick!
Neither fighter is wavering!
This is different than Ohma's fighting style up until now.
Wakatsuki!
Yo, am I?
Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Wow, this guy sure is pretty good, isn't he? To be able to go toe-to-toe with old Sekibayashi in a battle of power.
You're wrong. That strength is more rotational.
Rotational?
Yeah. What's increased isn't his power, but his speed. If his mass stays the same, then obviously his speed has to increase. Which means, with the increased speed, the number of times he's striking is overwhelmingly greater than before. Put simply, it's his rotational strength.
Whoa, it seems like you think about some really complicated stuff when you approach a fight.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just that you don't think enough. The question is, what is the source of this force output? Well, anyway, Tokita is way different since his fight with Lihito.
Right now, Ohma is like an animal. This pure aggression, the ferocity, it's a side of him I've never seen before. Is that Ohma Tokita's true form?
It's working!
What are you doing, Sekibayashi?
Don't let
you
him
got
know.
a guard! Come on, go!
I've got lots of money riding on you!
You don't get it, do you? That a pro wrestler can take your blows and keep going! Tokita!
Sekibayashi's making a comeback!
Go for it!
Hey! Wake up, Tokita! This is no time to be laying around!